Good afternoon, everybody. In the last video on my 3 series, we installed those Bavinci parts in the engine bay, and we also failed at putting in that little pull latch for the bonnet. But in that video, I did tease you by saying I was going to be getting the wheels refurbished. That has now been done, but I'm not going to show you it until a little bit later in the video, because I just want to build up a little bit of hype for them, because my car looks phenomenal. Well, it's filthy right now, but it has completely changed the look of the car, because before it was quite dark, it was quite black, dark blue color sort of thing, and the color that I've gone for has really changed the car. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to show you. But first, before we do that, I have got these automatic boot struts from Emerald Struts to put on to my boot. A lot of the same word being used there, so that I'll be able to open the boot with the button on my key. This is something that you don't even need to wiring. It's literally just done in the struts themselves. I believe they use gas or something, or like pressured air. I think that's what it is. But when you hold the button, the spring in the air, I don't really know how it works, but it forces the boot open. It looks amazing. It looks like you've got a car that's newer than what it is. So I am looking forward to getting these on. I've also got a new tripod sort of mount thing, so I should be able to get a nicer angle than what I've been able to before for this video and all my upcoming ones. So I hope you'll enjoy that, but let's get on to installing these Emerald Strut boot struts. And here's my new tripod at work. It's one of those like claw ones that you can basically just clip onto any surface. We've got it on the boot and we're hanging the camera down right in the perfect place. It looks fantastic. I'm really happy with this. But what I'm going to be even happier with is once we get these new struts on, so let's do it. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is remove these metal caps around the ball joints. I've just got a little screwdriver, just going to try and get underneath them to pop them out. And there goes the top one. And now we should just be able, hopefully, to pull these off. Well, there's one off, and that was really easy. And now in this box here from Emerald Struts, we should have our brand new, I think that's fit instructions, and that's some grease and the ball pin stud things that we need. But as I was saying, in this package here, wait, I should have an air freshener. I'm not happy about that, unless it's in this bag. But finally, what is in here should be our brand new struts. And yes, they look really nice. As you can see, they've got like springs here, which is obviously what's going to push out the boot when you unlock it, which as you can see is very different to the standard one. And here's a better comparison for you. You can definitely see how this works now. Well, you should be able to, I can anyway. Now the first thing I'm going to do before I install these on is get some of this lithium grease and just put it on these ball joints so they've got a bit of grease and they're not going to seize up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end of the strut with the spring and I'm going to push it on the bottom, just like so. Oh, there we go, just like so. Now this pin's got to go on next, so it's going to go through this hole. I believe it should come out of another one. So I had to push a little bit further to clip in. That pin then goes through and pushes on like so. So that is not going to come off. Now what we need to do is line it up with the top one up here, just like so, and push that in too. There we go, that one's on. Now we just put this pin, perfect, just like that. That is our first one installed. Let's do it on the other side now. And there we go. That is the second strut now put on. I think these are on the right way. I'm pretty sure they are. So let's close the boot and let's try it. So will the boot close? Well, it opens itself and it's going to be a little bit difficult to close. So obviously we've got these springs on now, but it closes all right. And now let's get the key. Does it open by the key? You better believe it does. How cool is that? That is something I have been needing and wanting for a long time, because you know when you've just got your hands full and you can't open the car, or you can't like get to the boot but you've got your key in your hand. I can now open it from the key. That is so helpful. I love that. I know there's a lot of people that might be against it, a lot of people that might be for it. Whichever one you are, you've got to respect That's pretty cool. And on top of that, they look nice as well. We've got the emerald strut branding on there, but I mean, look at the springs. They do look quite beautiful. I am really, really happy with that. But now what we need to do is clean the car because it is absolutely filthy. And then once I've done that, I'll show you the wheels and the setup that we've got now, because that also looks absolutely phenomenal. Now I've been getting quite a bit of stick from one of you guys because apparently I don't wash my cars. It's been winter in the UK and it's just going to spring now and it's getting a bit warmer, the weather's getting nicer. I haven't really been able to wash them over winter because literally if I do that they get muddy again. There's almost no point. What tipped me over the edge and made me decide to actually clean my car was the state of the floor mats. Believe it or not, this sounds like absolutely pathetic. But look at the passenger side, hang on a minute. Like, what is that? That is filthy. And my missus has brought all of this into the car. Not happy with that. So without any further ado, over the next 2 days, I am going to deep clean this car. Let's get on to it. So there we go then, that is the car all lovely and clean. How about I show you those wheels? So there we have it. We have gone for a gorgeous bronze for the car. I think it's a Lamborghini bronze as well, which is just awesome. I am never going for black wheels again in my life. These look phenomenal. They really do pop against the dark blue of the car. But oh yes, I am completely over the moon with these wheels. I can't believe this. They look so good. I would be lying if I said that I was not nervous though when I chose this colour and went to pick them up, because I was a bit unsure on how it was going to look. But I really wish I was recording when I picked the car up and got my reaction, because even now, it's been like what, 5-6 days now I've had my car back and I am just absolutely in love with these wheels. I cannot get over it. It looks incredible. Along with getting them refurbished though, we've also gone for thicker tyres on the front and slightly wider as well. So we haven't got any stretch tyres. We've got ones that just line up nicely with the edge of the rim. And that has helped massively when reversing onto the driveway, because before we kept catching the lip on the front bumper, or this little bit basically is hanging out the front. Just there, that kept scraping on the floor. That no longer does because we've got a few more mil of clearance now. And yeah, man, it looks good. It looks so good. But that is not all that's going to be happening to the wheels this week, because I've also got something else that I'm going to do to them now, which will hopefully finish this really nice look. And there's one thing that really kills the wheels, and it kills the wheels, that sounds funny, and it is these very old and tired center caps. So let's change them over. Now we're going to go through and do one wheel at a time, starting with this one. You don't need much to take a wheel off either on a car, just a few tools and a brain. Jesus, how tight have they done these? There we go. All wheel bolts on this front wheel have sort of been cracked. All right, let's get the car up in the air. There we go. Car is up high enough. Now, one problem I had last year when I had my wheels refurbished was the wheel got stuck on the hub. I'm hoping we haven't got the same issue this year, which it looks like we don't. It looks like we have got a nice loose wheel. Hopefully this wheel will just come straight off, and it does do. Excellent. So instead of going for some generic BMW center caps, I've got these all black ones, which will hopefully just match up with the darkness of the car a little bit, make the wheels just pop a little bit more. So to change these, we're literally just going to pop out the old one like so, pick up the new one and just clip it in. There we go. I'm not sure if that's slightly undersized or not, but that looks good. Let's get the wheel back on. But now all that's left to do is just put the wheel back on and tighten it up to the correct torque and mount. So with the wheel bolts just done up by hand, I could bring the car back down, get my torque wrench out and do them up to 120 Newton meters. Now I've just got to go around and do this to all the other wheels. Let's do the rear right first. There we go. That is all 4 of the centre caps now changed. I think this just looks a lot tidier, a lot smarter. I don't know, I just think it works quite a bit better with the car, having them as black instead of the generic BMW badge. Now there is one last thing that I need to do this week, and it's inside the boot, and it's this little plastic piece here for the light, because somehow it snapped, and I don't know how or when, and it's just dangling off, so we need to change it for this brand new one. I still haven't got over that. That is so good. So cool. So the light I'm on about is this one just here. And as you can see, it is just dangling off and needs to be changed because this part just here has snapped. So to do this, what we're going to do is just take this electrical connector off like so. And now to put the new one in, we've just got to push it in like that and then up into place. Boom, all done, brand new one in, and that's fixed, no more dangling light. So that was a simple fix. We no longer need this one. It can go in the bin because as you can see, it is broken. So unfortunately, that is all we have got time for this week. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of the wheels and obviously the new center caps. I love the wheels. I think they look absolutely fantastic, especially against this paint. And like I said as well, I am never going back to black wheels, bronze or gold. It looks fantastic. I just love it. They are brilliant. And obviously the boot struts, they are just a cool, tasteful modification. I love them as well. But thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next week on Sunday. Have a fantastic week. I'll see you then with the Corsa. Have a great week. Peace out.